for general plane motion, the first thing to do is, of course, we need to identify the type of motion. How we can say that this is general plane motion? So actually what we do is, we will try to identify the movement of each component. Okay, if we can put in category 1 or 2A or 1A, 1B or 2, which is rectilinear translation, curvilinear translation, or rotation about fixed axis. Other than that, if you cannot put the type of motion in that three first category, all will be in general plane motion. Okay, mean that the component we cannot say it is a rotation or it is a translation and so on. We have to put it into general plane motion. So observe this one. Okay, so point A and point B. Okay, so if I take the point A itself, which is this point, okay, you know that this point can move. If I leave it like that, this point will move. It go downward as VA. Same as that point B. Point B will move to this location as VD. Okay, so this one will go down. So at the end, the component will be like this one. Okay, like this one. A will go down, B will go this direction. So at the end, so meaning that from here we go up to this point. Okay, so these two, A and B, is rectilinear. Okay, A and B is rectilinear translation. But what happened to this point? The whole rigid body of AB. Okay, so if you see the way this component move is actually from here. Okay, if this part will go straight downward, this one will go straight that one. Okay, so the type of motion will go is going down and at the same time it is turn. So you see the movement going down and turn, going down and turn. So it's not rotation straight about a fixed axis. You don't have a fixed axis. It's not a translation because it's going down and at the same time it's rotate. So the point, this one, AB is general plane motion. Okay, so AB is general plane motion. Okay, so normally inside a component that have general plane motion, we have several other components that will have the simple type of movement that we can identify. Okay, so that, and we notice that these two parts will connect between the simple component towards the general plane motion body. Okay, so at least we have connection where this part connect to the simple component to general plane motion. Okay, observe this movement now. Okay, so we have three components, A, and then AB, and then BC. Okay, now we have all here is a pin joint. Okay, the pin joint at C, at B, and at A. If this component moves this direction, observe. Okay, so the point A moves straight forward this way or this way. Okay, so A will move this one. Okay, so you notice A will move this direction. What happened to BC? Okay, so the component BC, which is this one. Okay, the component BC will rotate omega BC. Okay, the component A moving with VA, but at the same time the BC will rotate. Okay, you see that one. So A is rectilinear, translation, and this BC is rotation. Okay, but the one that connect between component A and BC is component AB. Add it here. So okay, which is first one, rectangle translation, and then we have BC, omega BC. The second one, which is rotation about fixed axis. Okay, so these two component is simple component. Okay, now we have the third part which connect between these two, which is component point A and point B, which is we have this AB. Okay, we have this component AB. So you see from here that A moving, rectangle translation, and then B we move, rotation. But the component AB itself we move with the movement that we cannot put inside the category A or category B. Okay, it move at the same time we go upward like this one. Okay, so this component AB, we consider that one as the general plane motion. Okay, so we cannot put this as rectilinear or rotation, will be general plane motion. But you have to notice that this general plane motion itself, we will have point A, which is same point as this simple component. So the point A will move this direction of this direction. Okay. The B connect to this part. So we know the velocity, make a line 90 degree. So this one will be the VD. So it will be same because it shared same point. So here will be same here. VD and VD. At least we know that this is the movement of point A and point B. But for the whole component, it will at the same time moving and rotate. But we know exactly what happened at end point, which is point A and B, we shared with the two simple components. So what we do is, first you have to identify the simple component, and then identify what is the type of motion, what is the velocity, and then we will identify the complex component which connect between the two simple component, and from that one we will transfer the movement, the type of motion from simple component towards this complex component. After that, we will do the analysis of this complex component. Okay.